A man divorced his wife in a written document, so most likely he went to the court and issued a divorce certificate. And he did not tell his wife for 1.5 years, and they were separated. Now he wants to go back to her. Can they remarry? First of all, issues of divorce cannot be answered generally, because I have to sit with the individual. I have to listen to his wife to verify what he has said. But what I'm saying is not a fatwa for him to grab onto and say, well, Sheikh said so and so, because I did not hear it from him. I'm just giving a piece of information just to add knowledge and value to the listeners and the viewers, not to answer this specific question. Divorce is three times. 1, 2, you can reconcile after them, providing that the waiting period known as iddah is not over. And we have to go into details to talk about the iddah and the duration of it, but this is not the time. So if one divorces his wife during the 3 monthly cycles, he reconciles with her, they're man and wife again, 1 divorce down, 2 to go. He divorced her for the 2nd time, the same thing. If he says the 3rd divorce, this is final. He cannot reconcile, they cannot remarry again until she marries a different man, a real marriage for the sake of the marriage, and they consummate the marriage, and after they get divorced, he may marry her again. Secondly, civil divorce, if the man says, I divorced my wife, not in an Islamic center, not directly to his wife, rather for legal issues. As long as he says, I divorced my wife, and he signs the documents that proves that he willingly divorced his wife, then this is a binding divorce. Even if he says, I didn't intend it, but you said it verbally. And the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, the majority of scholars say that this is an authentic hadith. 3 issues, when you say them seriously or jokingly, it takes place. Marriage, divorce, and reconciliation. So even if someone is drinking coffee with his wife in the afternoon, they're joking, they love one another, he gives her a red rose, and she tells him that my friend's husband divorced her, and she fell more and more in love after he divorced her, though they were in love. So the husband says, oh, is that the case? I divorce you. And they laugh. Divorce takes place. Sheikh, I was joking. I just wanted to show her that I will love her more and more, like her friend's husband did. Divorce took place, akhi. 1 down, 2 to go. Thirdly, if the man did the divorce at court or in Islamic center, his wife's or ex-wife's knowledge is not impacting the validity of the divorce. So if someone is overseas and he's on his own in his room and he determines to divorce his wife, so he says verbally in a loud voice that he hears it, my wife is divorced. And he doesn't tell anyone. After 3 monthly cycles, his wife is not his wife anymore. And they're separated. If he were to tell her after 1 year, she has no waiting period, no iddah, because it's already expired. She can immediately marry someone else, no problem in that. Therefore, such issues must be solved with a scholar, with a sheikh, with a mufti, where he hears from you and can give you the answer according to the data you provide him with, and Allah Azza wa Jalla knows best.